Welcome to the Friday free-for-all edition of the Nightly Nuge. Ted, you just finished one of the most successful tours of your long career. I was fortunate enough to see you several times on there. I would love to get a tour recap from you, and I have one question. Is there any chance that we get a live album that stems from this tour? Because honestly, and no, I've told you this privately and personally, you were as good as I've ever seen you over 6 decades. So I'd love to see a live album so everyone that didn't see the tour could actually see the tour.
Well, as you can tell, I am stoned on sonic bombast. I'm absolutely intoxicated on guitar tone. I am inebriated on the tightest rhythm and blues rock and roll in the history of the world. Real music lovers all across America and the people who came from Scotland and Germany and France and Spain, from Ireland, thank you. For me to look you in the eye and honestly deliver the irrefutable truth, this was the greatest, most fun, most intense, most ferocious, most authoritative musical adventure of my life. Greg Smith on bass guitar, an absolute beast of throttledom. Jason Hartless on drums, the grinding rhythm god, the sound of my guitar this year. I had so much fun. By the way, all you Nightly Nuge real music lovers out there, a lot of the licks I played this year, God had not authorized as of yet. But he and I had a meeting, and he thanked me for creating some new sonic miracles, some sexy, sexy notes. In fact, when we played in Kansas City, there's an elk herd in Kansas, growing elk herd because of good wildlife management. Word has it that during the solo in Motor City Madhouse, the elk started to prematurely breed. So if you want to have premature breeding in your life, just pick up a copy of Ted Nugent, Detroit Muscle. Yeah, to answer your question, Keith, we recorded a lot of the gigs. We wrapped up in Fredericksburg, Texas. I had so much fun because the music is so stimulating. The term physics of spirituality, because the grinds of my songs are so physical. Every lick, God's own. The rhythm is so physical, but where Jason and Greg and I take each song, there's multiple crescendos, and there's an attack of tens, and then we go down to 1. Then it builds, and there's more tens. And every song, I have a barometer by which I vet all music. Does the forehead vein pop at least 3 times? I need to see forehead veins popping like James Brown and Wilson Pickett and certainly Mitch Ryder and the best of Bob Seger, the best of Kid Rock, the best of Ted Nugent, the best of Mark Farner, the best music in the world. Steve Marriott. He crescendoed and the forehead veins pop. And every one of my songs has an attack of forehead vein popping crescendos. But thank you, music lovers. The feedback, the visceral, spiritual reciprocity, the girls, skinny girls dancing, and Mike makes me play these sexy licks, and then the guys, the fists are pumping, and the smiles and the bright eyes. I mean, it was just a musician's dream every night. And I thank everybody for the inspiration and the joint unified celebration of my music. It's Ted Nugent, Detroit Muscle. If you go to my website, I still think there's some autographed copies of the CD. All the vinyl copies of Detroit Muscle have sold out, and they're printing more right now. But thank you, thank you, thank you. We will see The set list included an incredible fire-breathing Star Spangled Banner,
Yep.
a fire-breathing Gonzo song, into Paralyze, these great licks. And then we did Motor City Madhouse and Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, all of my songs qualifying as premier love songs, and Stormtroopin', and Free For All, and Dog Eat Dog, and off the new album, Come and Take It, which morphed into the ultimate love song where the whole audience every night sang, Beep Joe Biden.
Did it offend you? Did it offend you, Ted, when the audience yelled out and sang that so loud it drowned out your vocals?
Could you? It really is contagious because these are treacherous times because of the criminality by the president and his entire gang. The media is just totally dishonest, except for a few examples that we're well aware of. My dogs love the licks, by the way. And the Hollywood and Disney are just satanic. And the fact checkers are just nothing but liars. And academia is a sex grooming child molestation entity.
Hey, let me stop you, Ted. On the topic of fact checkers, I want to throw one thing in here before we go. You can check the facts on this. Stranglehold was just named to the top 20 DJs all-time bathroom break songs, and it joins Stairway to Heaven, American Pie, Freebird. The Beatles are on there, the Eagles are on there, but Stranglehold. Now, DJs, that's a tough job there, but to be in the top 20 that they'd put on so they'd have plenty of time to take a bathroom break, pretty cool, huh?
Well, the lick itself, and every time we play it, I use the term out of body. I mean,
and that's true when it comes to DJs. While they're listening to it, they're having an out of body.
Yeah, they're having an out of body experience, probably because of the catering. But when I perform my songs, because I'm a bow hunter and I have to have a higher level of awareness to become one with God's miraculous prey creatures, I have to be so tuned into my surroundings that it really enhances my guitar communication with Greg and Jason, all these amazing musicians I've been surrounded with all my life. But it literally has a life of its own. And stop and think of the grind factor, the sexuality, the sensuality of the guitar lick that is Stranglehold, that if you haven't seen the Mark Wahlberg movie Invincible, the producers used my Stranglehold spirit to the best of its visual application. But think of the sensuality, the sexuality, the nature, the tooth, fang, and claw perfection that only is really delivered. And I love a lot of songs, I love a lot of guitar lick openings, but there's only one of these.
Wow.
I mean, the whole event becomes that pulse every night, every time, every city. And I thank everybody because it is a reciprocal pulsation. I'm watching these people. I have my eyes wide open every night. I see everything. And I'm still seeing Greg and Jason. I see the amps. I see the lights. I see the fists. I see the eyeballs. I see the smiles. I see the hips. I see, and it all comes into that kind of music. And I think all of our favorite music in the world, A Bridge Over Troubled Waters is a completely different kind of song than Stranglehold, but not really. It goes into a human emotional escapade, as does mine go. Mine has a little bit more sex organ referencing, but the best music in our lives comes from a heart and soul pulse, and I thank everybody for celebrating that. And again, our Ted Nugent Detroit Muscle record is available personally autographed at tednugent.com. People have fallen in love with the songs on this record, on CD and vinyl. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the support. And who knows what we have in store after the hunting season in 2023. Who knows what we have in store on any level of the human experience in 2023. But I hope like hell we can continue this musical celebration that I've been doing for over 65 years. Thank you, real music lovers everywhere.
Awesome. Hey, tomorrow, if you all come back, we're going to have our weekend edition of the Nightly Nuge. We're going to talk about some outdoor stuff. And frankly, Ted, we're going to talk about how you and I are murderers, according to some folks. Come back tomorrow night for another edition of the Nightly Nuge, where there is absolutely no fake news here. Ted, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Murder One, reporting for duty.